Hi, my name is HEZEKHIEL DANIELLEO JANTAI, ANAK JEFFRY JIMBUN from Smk Saratok. I love reading. My family and friends would always find me having my nose in a book. So today, I'm going to discuss a book entitled True Heroes, Stories and Values of Triumph, Personal Growth Value. This non-fictional book is written by Miriam Montanari Gratner. It is published by Editorial Syphilis. It has 136 pages and colored illustrations. This book discusses about heroes in real life, heroes that were not highly gifted or endowed with supernatural powers. These are real men and women like you and me. This book gives us backstories of legends like Helen Keller, Thomas Edison, Albert Einstein, and so much more like them. The traits that I love about this book is the acquired knowledge. In this book, I have learned about the meaning of self-discipline, creativity, perseverance, prudence, and much more. These lessons come with intriguing stories. There are two stories that I really like in this book. First, the story of an Indian man and a white man. It's a tale about the quality of being prudent. In this story, an Indian man is left to pass out by a white man who refused to help due to arrogance. The white man's wife saw the Indian and felt pity. She sneaked out and offered the Indian man a piece of bread and a glass of milk. With renewed strength, the Indian man thanked her and gave her a single feather from his hair and handed it to the woman. He had also told her to give it to her husband, for whenever he goes hunting in the forest, the feather will save his life. 3 years had passed. A few more white families settled in the area. A group of white men organized a hunting trip. Before leaving, the wife told her husband to place the feather on his jacket. Soon enough, while hunting in the forest, our main character had gotten lost in the forest. He decided to stay the night in the forest. Not long after, he noticed that a few figures approaching. It's a group of Indians. The white man's hands were tied and they made him walk until dawn. Upon arriving at the camp of the Indians, he was taken to an empty tent guarded by 2 strong young men. Later, the Indians' chief decided to check on their prisoner. As soon as he saw the white feather on the white man's jacket, he instantly recognized him. It was the man who refused to help him years ago. The Indian chief told him that he was lucky. If it wasn't for his wife's kind actions, he would have a grudge and killed the white man. The Indian man soon released the white man. The white man learned to respect the Indian who, because of his wife's kindness, had saved his life. This story tells us to be prudent, to pay attention to our action and its consequences. It teaches us to act, think, and analyze a situation properly before giving advices or taking actions. For example, always be aware of what you say to a person that is going through a hard time. My second favorite story in this factual book is Helen Keller. Helen Keller was born a healthy and beautiful child. Yet, before she turned 2, she became ill and remained blind and deaf her whole life. The small child is lost in the darkness. She acted very horribly and would throw tantrums when things didn't go her way. Anything would make her furious. She would attack the maid, the dog, even her own parents. Her parents then decided to seek help and they met Anne Sullivan. Anne was also blind, but thanks to surgery, she had limited eyesight. Helen was almost 7 years old when Anne went to live with the Keller family. Anne realized that Helen is strong, active, and healthy, but extremely undisciplined. Then she decided to teach Helen self-discipline. Anne was a brave and strong teacher. She had to endure Helen's tantrums, punches, and slaps. One day, when Helen and Anne were near the patio pumping water, Anne placed Helen's hand under the running water. Helen slowly spelled the word water. Now, Helen knows that water meant something cold, moist, that runs through her hands. By that night, Helen understood the meaning of 30 words. And that is how the greatness of Helen Keller starts. She soon learned Braille and sign language. Not so long after, she learns how to speak by tapping her fingers on Anne's throat and feeling the vibrations. Thanks to her self-discipline, Helen received numerous awards, medals, honors, titles, and honorary degrees in 5 continents. Those were just some of the achievements you can get by being self-disciplined. Self-discipline means the ability to exercise control over yourself to reach an objective. Therefore, in this short True Heroes book tells me to be more self-disciplined. For example, doing my homework, completing house chores, and studying for an upcoming exam. There are many moral values that I learned from this book. Moral values like self-discipline can help me improve my education, being in a good mood makes me a likable person, and being a responsible person makes my life more productive. I recommend this book to everyone, especially teenagers and children. It is important for us to learn the traits presented in this book at a young age. Children can learn to be disciplined, how important it is to be kind, importance of hygiene, and more. Children can also learn new things like how light bulbs were invented, what is a braille, Albert Einstein's early life, and many more achievements in this book. That is all from me. Thank you for lending your ears. Have a good day ahead.